So David Njoku, he is finally having a meeting with the Los Angeles Chargers today, probably right now. So I saw this yesterday that he was coming in to LA to meet up with LA, to meet up with the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh, Joe Ortiz, obviously Mike McDaniels. So it's going to be very exciting the fact that he's just even here is exciting because we know what Justin Herbert needs. We know what Justin Herbert lacked, and he is just going to bring a whole bunch of spice and intensity and aggressiveness and toughness to this offense. I mean, David Njoku is a very, very relentless tight end, and I can just imagine with what the wonders, the magic that him and Justin Herbert can do. He can obviously end up being Justin Herbert's favorite target. We saw what he was able to do in Cleveland with no quarterback, and he was easily top five tight end with no quarterback in Cleveland. So I'm really looking forward to this. The Chargers already has Rondé Gatson and Charlie Cooler. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And then we got David Njoku, and Cooler is pretty much really a great blocking tight end. So that will be awesome if we can get this guy and he can really just fill in the blanks in this offense. So the Chargers, man, they are already looking better than they were last year on both sides of the ball. I'm loving what we're doing. I mean, the fact that we just got Mike McDaniels that elevated our offense times 10. It really did. So let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure we will find out by the end of today if he's going to sign with the Los Angeles Chargers. I don't think they're going to allow him out of the building without signing him on a good deal. He was a free. I think he's been a free agent since March or February, since February probably. I think, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I will have to fact check myself on this. I will go over some actual, some actual resources to see. But to my knowledge, I think the Browns wanted to resign him, but I think he told the Browns that he did not want to come back or something like that. I believe that's what was the case. So he wanted a new scenery, wanted a new quarterback, wanted a new system. He wanted a chance to win, and he obviously felt like he wasn't going to be able to get that with the Cleveland Browns. So David Njoku is in LA. Pretty much probably as we speak right now, it is 10:22 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm gonna keep you updated. If I have any Charger fans out there, I'm gonna keep you all updated on what happens. And like I said, I will almost bet the rip money that Joe Ortiz is going to get this done, because Lord knows Justin Herbert needs a reliable target, and he has lacked that, especially last year. Keenan Allen was cool. Keenan Allen did his thing, but when we got to the playoffs, we saw that every single offensive player, they flopped. They fell on their face. Keenan Allen, for him to be a vet, he fell. So I wasn't really that impressed with Keenan Allen when we got to the playoffs. I thought he really left Justin Herbert down. It doesn't matter if Greg Roman was calling the wrong plays, calling bad plays, whatever. The play calling was trash. Yes, it was, but Keenan Allen didn't show up in the playoffs, and I'm just going to be honest, and I'm just going to be the first person to say that I haven't really hear anybody really holding Keenan Allen accountable of him how he let Justin Herbert down. I mean, the ball is hitting in your hands, and you got a chance to hit a first down, and you drop it, and you just yeah. I'm a huge Keenan Allen fan, but it's time for him to get going. I mean, it's time for him to go. It's time to see what Lat McConkey can do. And again, I'm not going to be the one to sit here and try to blame Keenan Allen for the lack of Lat McConkey's production last year. If you're a great player, you're a great tight, great wide receiver, you got to step it up, bro. Like, you can't, if you're that good, it doesn't matter who's on the team. You should still be able to do your thing. So everybody just, the entire offense just let Justin Herbert down last year. The entire offense did. So we need somebody like David Njoku who's a reliable player, a reliable tight end. And so I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy, what he can do. And in the Mike McDaniel's offense, we got QJ Lad, and then let's see what Trey Harris can do, man. I mean, Trey Harris, I think he might really blossom this year. And then Keandre Lambert Smith, and then we drafted the guy, I forget his name. It was Brandon Thompson, the 4-2 guy. We drafted him, and then we got I think the fastest running back of the entire NFL. And then we got our offensive line already looks 10 times better. It's already 10 times. Even if we didn't even get any other offensive linemen, it was 10 times. It's 10 times better with Slaughter and Alt. You know, So we got a really reliable. Now we got a really reliable center. We draft probably, I think, the most versatile offensive lineman in the entire draft. Jake Slaughter coming out of Florida. He can play guard and center. And when we got another big guy, I forget his name, but a really big guard we drafted. We got some guys, man. We got guys. And the Chargers are sleepers right now. A lot of teams, a lot of play like a lot of podcast analysts, they don't really cover the Chargers like that. But I guess because the Chargers doesn't have a lot of coverage, I guess, but the Chargers, they're a dark horse. I think they really are a dark horse because a lot of people are sleeping on them, as they should be sleeping on the Chargers. Because let's be honest here, the Chargers every year lets the fan base down. Every year, there are some people who's like, oh, I think the Chargers is going to go all the way. I think the Chargers are going to be dangerous. And what the Chargers do, they do absolutely nothing. They lose a playoff game. They lose their first playoff game. So people should be sleeping on the Chargers. So yeah, this is live. Yeah. So, but people should be sleeping on the Chargers. I don't blame them. The Chargers has never shown ever that why we shouldn't be slept on. Why people should doubt us. So, but I really think this is the year. This is the year that we can at least win a few playoff games. At least a few. More than one. It can't be just one playoff game this year. It would still be a disappointment if we did one playoff game. We need to really go deep into the playoffs. To be honest with you, I'm even saying we need to really go all the way to the AFC Championship, at least the AFC Championship this year. So I'm gonna keep you all updated with David Njoku. I think that this is exciting news for the Chargers. You see that Joe Ortiz is always working, always making moves, and we still have a lot of money. I think we are top 3 in the NFL with cap space. So that right there is awesome too. So we are already deep. We signed a lot of undrafted free agents as well. When I get back on my laptop, I would do research to see who are the undrafted free agents that the Chargers got, because I think we got some good guys. I think we got some good players. And I saw that we got some wide receiver who was like 6'6" or something like that, big guy. So it's going to be interesting to see how he turns out in the preseason, in OTAs, preseason, and to see if he can make the team. So I'm loving what they're doing. And I know there's been some talk that we need a cornerback. I think that'll be we can probably figure that out. But I kind of like the corners that we had last year, with Dante Jackson, Tarheeb Steele, and what's the guy's name? Is it Cam Ward? No, not Cam. What's his name? I forget the guy's name. The other cornerback's name. But I was okay with their cornerbacks last year. But hey, I mean, it doesn't matter what position it is. If it's a great player, we need to get him. I don't care if we need a position or not. You guys know I'm all about just getting the best player available, whether it's the draft or whether it's free agency. Best player available always. Let's get the best guy who's available, who we can pick up, free agency or whatever. So that's all I got right now. I just wanted to check in with y'all and talk about, David Njoku not signing with the Chargers, hopefully, but visiting LA, visiting the Chargers right now. And I'll keep you updated, see what you all do. Let me see what happens. All right. Thank you all day. No days out. No days off. Peace.